Hello, today is the 12th of December 2018. It's around 5 p.m. And I have a lot of things to talk about today. So first of all, I'll just get the other stuff out of the way. Black martial arts training. Friday was 9 counts in Ollie. Monday was it's called North and South position from MMA. Supplemental training, fortunately, none. For me, because I shouldn't be doing anything. Areas of improvement. Let's see. I've been just watching class, but I'm seeing what everyone's doing and what mistakes they're making and what you're supposed to do. So it's just mental notes that for north and south position, you want to pick a shoulder and then plant the opposite foot, and then go fast, but not too fast. Go fast, plant the opposite foot. That way you can ride the other foot onto your partner. And it's teamwork. You and your partner have to be a good partner. And don't go directly back, otherwise you're gonna bump into them. But don't go too much to the side, otherwise you're gonna have to straddle over. So just go at the right, like 45-degree angle. That's the trick to getting an A. Yeah, don't get stuck. So you really have to have a good partner. Then let's see, diet. So let's see. Well, mornings it's pretty consistent for me. I might change it up if like when there's more training and more working out. But for now, I'm not trying to eat too much, so I just eat toast and like milk like consistently. Just to get some carbs and to wake me up. Then let's see, lunch. Today I had a sandwich with beef and like lettuce. Yesterday for lunch was pasta. It's like this like whole wheat pasta, but I don't know if that makes a difference. I think it's just a gimmick. Monday was a salad. Over the weekend for lunch, I had shrimp curry. And then Friday last week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, was either sandwich or salad. And dinner's usually just rice and dal. Not too much. Then let's see, giving value. So I don't know if I've ever brought this up, but every Wednesday I actually go over to LSAL, the elementary school, to teach kids science. Yeah, so it's called Science for Youth. It's like a club, but it's really volunteering because everyone's in the club, but not a lot of people come and teach the kids. So every Wednesday I go after school to like 4:30 to elementary school. Present like PowerPoints. We present about science. Then they do an experiment just to get little kids interested in like STEM subjects, and they really seem to enjoy it, especially the experiments. So it's a win-win situation for both parties because the kids are getting to have fun and learn after school, and for someone like me, I'm getting to like give back to the community, and I'm also able to work on my leadership skills. It's like the same thing as swatting here. It's the same thing as teaching kids here because I'm presenting. I'm having like power presence over the class. I'm like everyone's looking at me, so I have to calm my nerves. Under pressure. So that's twice. This Wednesday, last Wednesday. Then just coming in, helping, and mental emotional documentation. There we go, the big one. So last Wednesday at sparring initiation, I dislocated no, I subluxed my right shoulder while trying to knock out the shin. And I think I was not on so much adrenaline at the point that I didn't really feel the pain. Like, it really hurt, but like I feel like it should hurt worse. But I was on so much adrenaline, I didn't even realize until I couldn't move it. But then it popped back in, which is really lucky for me because the doctor said if it hadn't popped back in and it had gone up, then that's a dislocation, and that's like high re-injury risk, permanent damage. But since it popped back in like a couple weeks, I'm good to go. So I gotta learn how to punch again. And let's see. Other than that, then that was that. Thursday was a pretty normal day for me. Let's see what happened on Thursday. Nothing really. I had like a quiz in history, which I did pretty well on. Then Friday was the party, the karate party. So went there, had fun. I was in my cast, so I couldn't really do anything, but it was fun. Meeting the whole school, playing all the games. I'm getting pretty good at Jeopardy now. But yeah, so there's a couple highlights from that. First, I won SWAT of the Year, which I'm super grateful for. Thank you. You never ask for recognition. I never really need recognition, but it's nice to like be acknowledged. But it's not necessary for me. But like, I like teaching the kids, and I do it for me. But if I'm being acknowledged for it, like, that's awesome. Thank you. So that's that, and then the Secret Santa. So my person was Sia. I got her like this mermaid pillow, which is a pillow, and like if you like swipe your fingers in one direction, nothing happens, but if you do it in another direction, it goes from like shiny blue to like black. You can write on it, and you can like erase it like by doing this, but you can write on it this way. So she said she really loved it. She like knew exactly what it was as soon as she like opened it a little bit, which is good. Thank you to my mom for figuring that out. I told my mom, like, she likes Hello Kitty and she swims. That's what Kalika told me. And then, so I don't know if she swims. He told me she likes Hello Kitty and big stuffed animals. And based on that, my mom told me to get the mermaid pillow, which she really liked. And then my Secret Santa was Cushy, like the person who had to get me a gift. And I kind of knew that, not because she leaked the secret, because like as soon as people drew the things, like 2 minutes later, Pallavi came and asked me like what I wanted, and that's kind of obvious because Cushy and Pallavi are best friends. So like, I knew it was probably Cushy, but that's fine. And then when Pallavi asked me what I wanted, I said, just surprise me, because I didn't really want anything specific. I'm like, you can give me whatever, I'll appreciate whatever you give me. And then, so she gave me a shawl, or like a shawl/scarf, which is incredibly warm. It's so awesome. Like, whenever it's cold, put it on, it's so warm. Like, I was wearing it at the karate party just to see how it was, and then 2 minutes later, I was just, boom, sweating. So, which is good, because it's getting super cold. And then she also gave me a sports quiz, which was just, like, random, it's like that one like trivia game, but sports related only. Get my sports knowledge up a little bit, which is also good. And then from the gift exchange game, like the big one, I got the Game of Life, and really I was just there to like trade with anyone that didn't like their gift, because I didn't really care what I walked out with. Like, if I could make someone else happy by getting a gift they liked, I wouldn't want to like hoard it to myself. So first what I got was, so I gave Jenga, because Jenga's a super fun game. That's one of my favorite games. It's so fun that we like got one for ourselves, and we've been playing nonstop. But basically we got Jenga, and then the first thing I got was like a memo board after we opened. But then like Nandini had this like cat game that she didn't want, so she was like, "What do you want to trade?" I was like, "Sure." And then so I had this cat game, and then Pranav Sai said, "Oh, I already have the Game of Life. Do you want to trade?" And I said, "Sure." So I get into the Game of Life. Played it. Not a fan, but I have a lot of cousins that probably gonna go crazy over this game, or maybe it's fun with certain people. But it's like just it's really popular, so maybe other people like it. But it's a good game. It just I think I'm too old for it. I don't know. but I'm thankful for the gift. And then that was on a Friday. Saturday was a tri party where I wasn't allowed to go. That's fine because I heard people get wasted there. I'm just kidding, but there's alcohol there, so I wasn't allowed to go. And then also the coaches beat the athletes, which is kind of surprising because every time I checked in, the coaches they were losing by a big margin. But then Bukonjo Ricky, Coach Mike, and Coach Nort were in there every single day, like way past closing hours, just grinding, getting those maps, and it worked out for them in the end. And they won, which was super impressive. And my mom told me that they got like all the coaches got like customized shoes. I haven't seen them, but I should check them out. She said, yeah. So that's that. Sunday, just a lot of studying. Saturday and Sunday, because finals is next week, and I'm looking forward to it because I have like 2 grades that are like make or break finals. It's like between B and A, and then if I have that, then I'll be set with grades, and I'll have 2 weeks to myself, which is I need that because I've been studying so much for finals. And like my history teacher is kind of he's a great teacher and a pretty good person too, but he's really hard, which makes no sense. Like there's 3 levels of history for 10th graders. There's regular history, honors history, and AP history. So a lot of my other classes are really hard, like math and science are hard. I took hard like advanced classes for those. So I wanted an easy history class, so I took regular, which is like really easy. But like the teacher I got, he's like on the first day he said this history class is gonna be harder than an honors class. You know, I get that he's trying to push the students, but if I wanted a hard honors class, I would take an AP or honors. So I'm trying to get an A in that class. It's like the tests are super hard. Like one of my other friends is in regular history, and he tells me their tests are like 5 question like Google Forms, and our tests are like 160 questions like multiple choice, and then like 3 different like paragraph short answers. They're crazy. So it's just trying to grind for that class. Also, my math teacher was gone for the past 2 days because her father is terminally ill. So we got our card, wishing her the best. We had a sub the past 2 days. So, even though a lot of the times with my math teacher, like, I don't like the way she teaches class, I still acknowledge that she's also a person, right? And no person deserves that. Like, she's a great person. Like, even, just sometimes her class can be boring, but she's a great person. But, like, no one deserves that. And, it happens eventually to everyone, but it's still no one deserves to go through that. So all my prayers are with her. Hopefully everything goes well. And let's see, that brings us Monday. Tuesday, yeah, not really much. So the doctor gave me 600 milligram ibuprofen, but like I feel like I didn't need it. not like undermining my injury, just like I felt I felt like if I took like too strong of painkillers, and I wouldn't be able to, then it would be just all gone, and then I might move my shoulder in the wrong direction and like hurt it even more without knowing. So I took Advil the first couple of days, but right now it just, the pain is gone, and the stiffness is gone. It just cracks once in a while. I think next week it should be just good to go. But the doctors told me not to work out until like mid-January, just to be sure. But he said like going into January and stuff, I can start doing push-ups and those kind of things. Other than that, nothing much. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's good. Let me think for a little bit. Oh yeah, it's my mom's birthday on the 3rd, which I'm not sure if I said that last time. So for my mom's birthday, for her birthday present, what she wants to do is go for 3 days over Christmas break to like some location that she hasn't picked yet, and just have a vacation. So that's gonna be fun. Even though gotta limit the food intake because it's still black belt training. But that's her birthday present that she's asked for, and that's good. I didn't talk about her workout. I talked about her birthday workout. Okay, thank you.